we're going to be covering the week of January 18th. So you'll notice my programming, it's going to be changing a little bit as we prepare to enter the open season. So we got a little bit over a month until the first announcement of the 5 weeks. So what we got going on the Monday, we have A1, A2 of back squats and max effort set of some sort of push, whether it be strict ring dips, push-ups, whatever it is that you need to work on is what we're going to be doing for the accessory work that day. The Metcon, you're going to have 3 rounds of a 1-to-1 rest ratio. So you're going to have to pay attention to the clock there of 20 pull-ups or jumping pull-ups and 30 wall balls. Really want you guys going as hard as you possibly can for this because it's a 1-to-1 rest ratio. So on the pull-ups, make sure you're not just going RX and then taking your time. And the wall ball, same thing. Don't just go to RX with the 20 or 14 if you're struggling to hit 20 in a row. Really it should be a bare minimum on the first round. Hopefully you can actually do it unbroken is kind of the key there. I just want your heart rate jacked up and then rest and then do it all over again. Same thing, rest and then do it all over again. On Tuesday we have deadlifts. We're going to finish all of those, so 4 working sets, whatever level you're doing. On B's for the accessory is the box step up. So one thing that I've picked up is box step ups. We've been doing these. A lot of people are kind of getting lazy with them. So what I want you guys to focus on is when you're actually doing these, not to just overload the weight and go crazy with the heavy dumbbells. Make sure that you are doing it doing it properly. And when you're doing it, you're going to lift your toe up as you press up onto the box. So that whatever foot is on the ground, that toe is elevated an inch, 2 inches, whatever, so that you're not pressing through the toe. So you're going to actually notice this changes the movement completely, making it significantly harder, but you're going to get more out of the movement for that reason. Metcon that day looks very simple, to me at least, but very deceiving. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, very low rep range, super heavy deadlift, so I want perfect form on this. RX is 275, 195, so it's pretty heavy for most people in this gym. But again, don't just go there if you're having a lot of trouble with that. But I do want it on the heavier side. Even if you're a beginner, perfect form and not just blasting through this. You're going to need 2 bars for this. So thrusters is the other component, which is 135 and 95 for RX. And then burpees. So this one is a sprint, but when you get into that 2s and 1s, I just want you guys just turning your brain off and going, okay? There's not really much choice at that point. With 1 rep to go, you just got to get through it. On Wednesday, we have A and B, so front rack barbell lunges. Everyone loves those. Get those glutes firing. 3 working sets of that, so it's 8 per side. Do all of the one side and then all the other. It's easier that way. And then B is going to be push press, so 3 working sets on that, either 3s, 4s, or 5s, depending on what level you're doing for that. Metcon, we're just sitting on the rowers and we're going to spend our time just going sprints here. So we got 500 meter row, rest 3 minutes, 1,000 meter row, rest 3 minutes, 500 meter row. Time is your total time for all 3 of them combined. So just take your time at the end for the last 500, and that's what you're going to have there. If we have bigger classes, obviously we'll have to run heats, but just pay attention to the clock there. Thursday is A1, A2 of dead hang chin-ups. So no matter what you're going to be doing here, whatever level you are, you're going to be doing chin-ups. If you don't have dead hang chin-ups without a band, you can use a band for this, just no kipping. And then beginner is going to be jumping chin-ups to control descent. This is only if you can actually control yourself down. So the coaches are not going to allow you to actually do this if you don't have the ability to do that. I'm going to give them a completely different version for you guys. So it's going to involve the ring rows, and that's going to be a couple more working sets for that. So just getting stronger in that movement, not really stressing on the control descent. In between, or your accessory work for that day is going to be GHD sit-ups, and pretty straightforward on that. Metcon for Thursday is 5 sets. This is just a conditioning piece, so we have a 20-minute time cap here of hand release push-ups, kettlebell swings, sit-ups, box jumps, and pull-ups or ring rows. So a lot of basic movements, just moving super fast on this. So you can see the rep range or the rep scheme you can see is 15, 20, 25, 20, 15. It's almost like a sandwich. So if you're confused as to how to actually approach that, it's 25 in the middle, and then it starts going back down once you get to the box jumps. So 15, 20, 25, 20, 15. I know have a lot of questions during class, which is completely fine. Friday, we have 2 components for this. It's similar to what we did the week before with the no specific strength. but it is going to be a 10-minute EMOM again, working on the Olympic lifts. So if you're advanced or intermediate and you have the squat clean down, it's going to be 1 hang power clean followed by 1 hang squat clean. If you're a beginner, it's going to be 2 hang power cleans followed by 2 front squats, so that you have a little bit more time to set up and have the ability to not just drive under the bar if you're not able to do that as a beginner yet. With this, if you can increase the weight each set, then I want you to do that. If not, don't worry about it. Just focus on the technique. You're not having to actually max out on minute 1 and stay at that weight, but start easing yourself into it, getting better at those movements. Metcon, we have done this one in the past, breaking it out into 3-minute blocks. So if you're lucky enough to finish the reps under 3 minutes, you do get a rest built in. If not, what I want you guys to do is just, if you failed around in a sense, if you can't get your burpees done, you're going to actually just lower the weight, so you're going to the next level, and just move on to the next round. Don't worry about finishing your burpees. So the 3 different rounds, in a sense, is lowering the weight each time. So if you're not doing an RX, just pick 3 different weights that you're going to be using. It's going to be 5 ground overhead, 10 front squats, and 15 burpees. So starting out pretty high at 185 and 130, and then because you're getting tired, obviously, as the rounds go on, you're decreasing the weight there, but still just blasting through that pretty hard. On Saturday, we have deadlifts and GHD sit-ups again, so there's a 2-day window there. So you may still be sore, that's completely fine, but hitting them again. And then we're going to be working just 1-arm stability here, so 4 rounds per time, 6 box jumps at a higher level, so 30 and 24, 10 burpees, so more burpees, everyone loves those, getting conditioned, and then 10 1-arm dumbbell thrusters. But because it's 1 arm, you're going to start with one side, the next round you do the other side, the next round you do the other side, etc. So you're doing 2 rounds on either side, it's only 20 per arm, working on that stability as you come out of the hole, out of the bottom of the squat, making sure that you have stability overhead as well, just with the 1 arm going overhead. That's it for the week, and make sure you guys sign up for the Open. Just go to the Games website, so CrossFit Games, and you'll be able to sign up under CrossFit Newmarket Central. We'll be grouping everyone, no matter what gym you go to, under that. We hope to see everyone signed up for that, and we'll be doing the draft, which we'll fill you guys in very shortly about in the next couple of weeks. We'll see you in the gym.